Now you want to put together a content strategy. Now, a content strategy is more than just, and we're talking about website content strategy, not social media content strategy. We're talking about the helpful articles and resources and videos and PDFs and everything of that nature. Whatever pertains to you and your business that's going to be valuable to your customer, your client, is what you should be offering. But we're talking strictly for the website only, okay? And not only is it the content that you create, it's also what you already have on your website and how you need to structure these pages. So again, we use Libby's Power Washing as an example. And when you come to Screaming Frog, just come up here and go to page titles. And now when you click on page titles, you can start seeing how these page titles all have the actual keyword in them, okay? And then they have the brand name at the end with the call to action of the phone number, okay? And that's just a local signal as well as local keywords. So power washing services, Virginia Beach. Pressure washing, Virginia Beach, okay? Blog. Best professional pressure washing, Virginia Beach, okay? And that goes under our services. Power washing services, Norfolk, which is a neighboring city, okay? Commercial power washing, Virginia Beach. So you can see how they have the titles really nice and clean. They have all of them are less than 70 characters is what you want, okay? So you can see how long they are, and that's including spaces. And they all contain the keyword, okay, like residential power washing, Virginia Beach. They all contain the keyword as well, nice and clean, as we discussed in a previous video. Nice and clean with the keyword inside the slug as well, okay? So you see it's residential power washing is the slug. That is the name. That is the title of the actual page. And then it has their brand name at the end, okay? Now we're going to go into the meta description. Now the meta description is just what the page is actually about. So let me see if I can, there we go. I'll just do this a little bit so we can see. And really it's down here. So we'll just go to the meta description right here on the home page, and it says power washing service, Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads. Now, Virginia Beach obviously is what they're trying to target. Hampton Roads is just the county that it's in. Home and commercial power washing, home and commercial pressure washing, concrete cleaning, okay? So they have all of the keywords inside of the actual description, okay? Meta description, we'll go here, right here. This is commercial power washing, and on the meta description it says commercial power washing, Virginia Beach, and again, tells you exactly what it can do and a phone number to call. Now, the reason why this is so important is because this is exactly what you will see on Google if you did the keyword search for pressure washing or power washing Virginia Beach. The clickable link would be this, commercial power washing Virginia Beach, Virginia, right here. That would be blue in Google, and then the description, the one sentence underneath it, the one maybe two sentences underneath it would be this, okay? So make sure that you put, it's nice and clean, it's less than 70 characters for your title. It is less than 155 characters. That's what they say, but as long as you keep it 160, I've noticed it's been okay. 160 characters, both of these, spaces included. Now, if you have the keywords in here and you clearly define what it is and you write it like an ad, but not an ad, you're going to get more clicks. And you're probably going to get a click over your competitor. And the reason why is because, again, if you can make these, I consider them ads. Anything that's coming from the search engines, okay? So power washing Virginia Beach, anything coming from the search engines right here. That's what it is. And this is what I was talking about. This right here is the title of the page. This right here is the meta description. So when people search power washing Virginia Beach, this one says pressure washing services. So it gives them what they want, what they're looking for. And then it says pressure washing in Virginia Beach. And you notice how these are bolded. Google did that because these words, pressure washing, power washing, they're like words. So they're going to include them. Is actually in the meta description as well, and is calling it out the attention to you. So that's why this is extremely important to get this right as well, okay? Now, H tags, basically all H tags are is just a heading. It's an outline, okay? It's a headline, and then you have subheadlines, which are H2s and above, below. Now, if we go to her site, and I can show you what the headings look like, okay? We go to headings. It's just a little extension I have in my browser by Detailed. And this one is not really optimized because right here it should say Libby's Power Washing Virginia Beach. And then under this, it should be something else. Okay. Let's go look at, let's go take a look at her competition, see if they've done any better. Because remember, these sites are ranking in the map pack and in the top 3-4 positions of Google. You know, they're pretty strong with what they're doing as far as local search engine optimization. Okay, and this one is taking a second to load, but I'll just go ahead and talk about. I'll just talk about. There we go. So let's look at his. Okay, and let me go to the headings. Okay. All right, and he's got a lot more now, as you can see. Right here, residential and commercial, and I would put residential and commercial. You should only have one. I think he has a different mobile version, and it's pulling two. But anyways, let's just say it's one. It should say residential and commercial power washing, and then the city. Okay, this one should have something we're committing. Okay, cleaning. That's good because that has to do with power washing, cleaning system. Okay, pressure washing. You know, what does this mean for you? And then all of the different types of ways that they clean, okay? And then after that, soft wash, Virginia Beach soft wash, contact us, and then the area code for Virginia Beach, okay? So as you can see, all of these, like all these right here, these smaller headings, H4s, remember, H1 all the way down to H6. H1 is the most prominent, should only be one, but you can have as many H2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, or 6s as you want. You don't have to get, too much into it. Just know that these are, this is basically a headline and everything else is a sub-headline, and they all support the main headline, okay? So all of this right here, and what does this mean for you? Supports this one, okay? And talks about, latest technology. Here's the latest technology, okay? And then also cleaning green. So all of this right here and a revolutionary cleaning system, all of this is supporting this. And this, if they had these right, would support that, okay? So, and this should not be an H1. They made a mistake here. So that's what we're looking at here, okay? When you're looking at this site, it's very important to get those headings right, okay? Now, alt tags, basically all alt tags is another thing that Google is really, puts a lot of weight on, in a sense, because for ADA issues. And not just ADA issues, for user experience. For user experience, most importantly, because if this didn't load, behind it should say picture of 2 men pressure washing a home. So you know what it is. And they don't have any alt tags, any alt whatsoever. Because if it did, you've seen it before, a little yellow box, right? Like a little yellow box would come up and it would say what the alt tag is. Let me go look over at Libby, see if she has any alt tags. It'll tell us right here on the images how many don't. See, they have 20 of them, 18 don't, all right? So we can find it, right here. So 18 of them don't have them, 19 of them don't have a title. So the thing is when you're putting a website together, whoever does for you, they just have to clearly identify what these pictures are, okay? And like this would say before and after. This would be a clean fence, okay? But you really won't get so many alt tags on sliders, and besides sliders, drive down conversions, but that's for a different conversation and a different topic, a different video. But if you have a slider, it won't come up with the alt tags, okay? But Paul should have an alt tag right here. And if I inspect it, I can clearly see if he has an alt tag, and maybe his web builder just isn't bringing it up, okay? And it's not. You see where it says alt title, and it doesn't have an alt. He didn't even put a title on there whatsoever, okay? So that's where it's all in the code, and that's the thing. You need to have an alternate description with an alternate title, so that for user experience, if this picture did not load, then it would have that little broken image icon here, and then next to it, it would say picture of 2 men power washing house, and it might even say in front of company truck. Who knows? However, whoever built the website, whatever they decide to, label it. But my point is, that's what alt images are, the alt tags, and they should definitely, every single one of them, as much as you can, should have an alt description, an alt tag in them. All right, you want to optimize your content for both humans and robots. And what do I mean by that? You want to have enough keywords, okay? Right here, residential, commercial customers, Virginia Beach, right? Into your actual content to where Google will pick that up when they scan your website so they clearly know what this page is about. But also you need to have it to where it sounds normal to humans, okay? And what do I mean by that? You don't want to keyword stuff, right? Serving both residential and commercial customers, Virginia Beach, right? Put in, because the actual search phrase would probably say residential, commercial, power washing, Virginia Beach. And they have residential and commercial. They know here's soft wash systems and Virginia Beach. See, that's a great way of getting everything in there, but it's human. It's readable for humans, okay? And it makes sense. And that's what we mean by optimized content for both humans, all right, and robots, all right? Then you need to develop a content plan. Now, what do I mean by a content plan? What you need to develop a content plan. It's very simple. You just want to figure out what are some valuable things that I can actually write about, okay? It's basically just a list of content pieces, right, that you are going to just drip throughout the month, all right? So let's say you're going to have a blog which you should have a blog on your website, and, you want to, publish 2 to 4 articles a week. Then you would get a calendar and just somehow having some kind of strategy when to drop and publish these articles. Now, if you don't know what to write about, it's very simple, right? There is this tool called Answer the Public, okay? Just answerthepublic.com, all right? It's free. Now, what you want to do is put in the word, like I did, power washing. Now, if you scroll down, it comes up with 62 questions, and they're broken down into can, are, why, when, will, who, which, where. So just like this, here you go. These are all content ideas. Just by putting in your main broad keyword, you literally can have content for the entire year. And you can see just for can power washing remove paint. There you go. You can write an article, 600 words on that one. Can power washing remove spray paint. You see all that? What is power washing simulator on? I don't know what that is. It probably has something to do. And remember, you're going to get things that are, because it's so broad, the way that I did it, just putting power washing, you're going to get anything that has to do with power washing. So this could be, like what is power washing a Chromebook? That's probably some type of thing to, delete everything and just wipe it brand new. I don't know. But obviously, whatever business you're in, you're going to know what pertains to you and what doesn't, okay? We can go how to power wash the house, how power washing the vinyl siding, all of this. Who does power washing near me, right? How profitable is power washing? You don't want to put that on there, obviously. Will power washing remove concrete sealer? You see, so this is where you can get all of the questions, okay? Answerthepublic.com, and then you will have content for days on this. And these are actual questions that people are typing into search engines, okay? That's why it's so important. That's why this thing and using this tool, it can really help you out a lot, because you're literally answering a lot of these pain questions or curiosity questions that your potential customers and clients are asking. And if you can do that, and then you label it with right H tags, all of your images, you have the schema, the titles are good, the meta descriptions are good, and your content is well informed with the questions that they're actually asking, you will outrank your competitors. And you just got to give it time. Do it, the more articles you publish, the bigger your website becomes, the more of authority you're going to become, and you're going to have more content out there than your competitors with all of your local keywords and with your localities in there as well. And that's what's going to help you rank, okay, in your actual place of business, wherever you're at, okay? So that is getting the content plan. And then remember, add a blog to your website, okay? You don't have to do the writing. There's several ways you can do writing. Number one, you can just go to Google Docs, and they actually have a microphone where it's a dictation. So if there's something that you can easily just, for instance, if you could, will power washing remove concrete sealer, if you can talk about that for like 3 minutes straight, Okay, pull out Google Docs, go to their dictations, speak about it. That's it. Then get somebody else to put it into an article format and then put it on your website. It's done, and it's unique. So there's millions of ways to get this content done. You can outsource it, hire someone to do it. Like I said, you can do it through Google Dictation. It doesn't matter. There's a million ways that you can actually do it. And I'm just showing you the base, the easiest, and of course, the most cost efficient, because everything I'm showing you so far has been absolutely free. All right. Ways to sit there and optimize your website for local marketing.